Mehta and you're watching the World Report on NewsX World. We're starting a little early to give you some breaking news developments that are coming in from the United States. Now, Congressional Democrats have released dozens of new images that were confiscated earlier from the estate of the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This comes a day before the U.S. Justice Department was set to release unclassified files from its ongoing investigation of Epstein. From the latest batch of images, some 68 are among the 95,000 images released to the House Oversight Committee earlier. The images show redacted identification cards of women suspected to be belonging to countries such as Russia, Morocco, Italy, Czech Republic, South Africa, Lithuania, and Ukraine. Moreover, the new images also picture billionaire Microsoft founder Bill Gates, professor and political activist Noam Chomsky, and US President Trump's former aide Steve Bannon. All right, we have David K. Johnston, American author and professor. He's joining us live from New York. Thank you very much, David, for joining us here at NewsX World. It's early morning in India where we are broadcasting from. Talk to us about these new pictures and some startling revelations, startling images of some of the high-profile people, including Bill Gates, Noam Chomsky, Steve Bannon, servicing in the latest release of the files by Democrats.
Well, there are about 95,000 known images from the Epstein files, and the Democrats on Capitol Hill are releasing selective photos here and there to keep up public interest in this issue. The fact that there are men in those pictures does not in any way suggest that they were raping underage girls. Con artists like Jeffrey Epstein, and I've covered many con artists over my 60-year career, they surround themselves with prominent and powerful people to create an aura of influence and invincibility. Frankly, I think the much more important development was the New York Times expose published 24 hours ago about the Epstein-Trump relationship, how Epstein made his money, how the two men bonded over their interest in young women and girls as sex partners. It's a very revealing and sometimes will make your skin crawl story, and it was put together by some of the best reporters on the planet, some whom I know because I was a reporter for many years at the New York Times.
All right. And how do you think 64 more images released today, how are these going to affect the investigation underway?
Well, Friday, U.S. time, is when the new law passed by Congress and signed by Donald Trump requires the U.S. Justice Department to release the Epstein files. And the Democrats want very much to make sure there's public attention focused on this. The expectation is that they will not release all the files, something Trump promised during the campaign that he would do, and will instead find ways to withhold all sorts of material, including what the White House Chief of Staff has told Vanity Fair magazine are many references to Donald Trump. Now, she emphasizes, as does Trump, there's nothing showing that Trump did anything improper with underage girls, but it will be very significant on Friday, U.S. time, to see what is withheld and what is released.
All right. Well, thank you, David, for joining us. For now, we'll of course come back to you to discuss this in more detail. But for now, viewers, it's time for a quick break and we'll be right back.